Good morning, Nighthawk Scholars. I am your principal, Mrs. Brown. We will begin our 12 powerful words every week. So that means each week I'm going to give you a powerful word that you will use throughout the day. This week, our word is trace. That's right. Our powerful word for this week is trace. T-R-A-C-E. Well, what does trace mean? Trace means to list in steps or in order. First, second, third. You may also use words such as next, before, after, afterwards, later on, immediately, preceding, or initially. Those are all words that can mean trace. An example question that you may receive is, can you trace back to your family's history? How far can you trace your ancestry? Remember, our 12 powerful words will begin each week, and this week's word is trace. Good morning, Nighthawks. I am your principal, Mrs. Brown, and I am back for our 12 powerful words. This week's word is analyze. Remember, last week we talked about trace, and what does it mean to trace? Trace is to list in steps or in order. But this week we will talk about analyze. Analyze means to break into parts and examine carefully. We are breaking things down. We're calculating, we're choosing, we're classifying, criteria, diagram. We're breaking it down, we're categorizing things. Again, analyze means to break into parts and examine carefully. A question you may see or receive is to analyze our current school demographics. What does it mean to analyze? Again, we're breaking things down into parts and examining it carefully. Analyze. A-N-A-L-Y-Z-E. Analyze. Nighthawks, I am Miss Brown, your principal, here with our 12 powerful words. Our word of the week this week is infer. I-N-F-E-R. Infer. Well, what does infer mean? Infer means to use what you know to make an educated guess. So, for example, if you're looking at a storybook and you're looking at the pictures, you can infer what the book will be about or what the title is. Infer. I-N-F-E-R. Infer is our 12 powerful word of the week. Good morning, Nighthawks. This is Mrs. Brown, your principal, with our 12 powerful words. Our word of the week for this week is formulate. Formulate. F-O-R-M-U-L-A-T-E. Formulate. Formulate means to make or create. How about this? Formulate a plan to make this school better. That means to develop, create, or plan something to make this school better. And that's our powerful word. Good morning, Nighthawks. This is your principal, Mrs. Brown here, and I'm here with our 12 powerful words. And our word of the week for this week is describe. Describe. D-E-S-C-R-I-B-E. Describe. What does describe mean? It means to tell about. You're describing something, you're summarizing, you're retelling or recounting. You're using your adjectives and clues around the word to tell about a particular thing. For example, describe the main character of the story. Again, this week's powerful word is describe. I am Mrs. Brown with our powerful word of the week. Remember, we are doing our 12 powerful words. Last week's word was describe. And this week's word is similar to that word, but it is evaluate. Evaluate. E-V-A-L-U-A-T-E. Evaluate. Evaluate means to judge the importance of something. assess it. And like I said, similar to last week's word, describe. You're making an appraisal of something. You're assessing it. You're determining its importance. Evaluate. Evaluate your studies as a student. Evaluate your grades. Evaluate your work. At the end of the school year, teachers and staff receive an evaluation. We evaluate how well they are doing or have done throughout the school year. This week's powerful word is evaluate. Morning, Nighthawks. This is Miss Brown, and I am back with our 12 powerful words. Our word for the week is explain. It's explain. E-X-P-L-A-I-N. Explain. Explain means to make clear or tell how. Remember last week we talked about support? Well, when you support something, you have to explain why, to clarify. So again, making sure that you provide an explanation on your answer, explaining why you chose something, explain why you selected an answer. Explain, tell how, make it clear so that you can be an understandable person in your explanation. Explain. E-X-P-L-A-I-N. Good morning, Nighthawks. This is Miss Brown with your 12 powerful words. And this week, our word of the week is support. Support means to show it is true by giving facts and details. Support. S-U-P-P-O-R-T. Support. So what does it mean to support? Well, if you have an answer or a main idea in one of your essays, you always want to give some support to explain why you selected that answer or why that's your main idea or why your answer is correct. So you want to provide supporting details. So support your claims. You want to make sure that you're explaining why your answer is correct and what your details are. Again, you want to make sure that you support.
Good morning, New Hampshire.
Brown, your principal, with our 12 powerful words. Our word for the week this week is compare. C-O-M-P-A-R-E. Compare. So what does compare mean? It means to tell all the ways they are the same. So when we compare two schools, comparing New Hampshire8 to Rice Creek K8, there's really no comparison, but when you compare something, you are telling the ways in which they are the same. Compare Skittles to Starburst, compare Snickers to Twix. Again, telling all the ways they are the same. This week's word is compare. Good morning, Nighthawks. This is Miss Brown, and I am here with your 12 powerful words. Our word of the week for this week is contrast. C-O-N-T-R-A-S-T. Contrast. Remember when we talked about compare, and compare is telling all the ways that things are alike. Well, contrast is just the opposite. Contrast means to tell all the ways they are different. For example, if you take two people, one person may be tall, one person may be short. We're telling all the ways they are different. Contrast. Our word for the week this week is contrast. Good morning, Nighthawks. This is Mrs. Brown, your principal, with our 12 powerful words. Our word of the week for this week is summarize. S-U-M-M-A-R-I-Z-E. Summarize. So what does summarize mean? It means to tell the main parts or the ideas in a short way. So for example, if you're reading a story, you may summarize what the story is about. If you're reading a long passage, you give a summary at the end of that passage, and that means to summarize it. So what does that passage really say? Again, this week is summarize. S-U-M-M-A-R-I-Z-E. Summarize. Good morning, Nighthawks. This is Mrs. Brown, and I am here with our final word for our 12 powerful words. This week's word is predict. Predict. P-R-E-D-I-C-T. Predict. Predict means to tell what happens next. Can you predict our future? What will happen next for NHK8? Our word for the week this week is predict.